So I was so curious that I had to like search for this. Why are women so powerful in UK and maybe US that they can kick their husband out of the house?
The car is standing on the road, and she squeezed the key out of the driver, and the driver is not moving.
You call police. Why? Why will you call police?
And you come down here and tell you like nothing happened.
You fuck all the girls you fucked.
Nothing happened.
Get out from me.
You come down here like nothing happened.
Get out, please.
You
Get
go,
out.
you fuck your lover. You come down here. You entered in the car in my face, in front of me, and you are talking about nonsense.
Get out from.
What's up, my people? How on our day waiting they happen waiting this up? Welcome back to our channel. So today I'm going to make two videos, right? I just think this one needs to be done separately. Yeah, the normal reports, multiple news, and this one this got to do with those men overseas who are based overseas or who have been there for years and decide to marry, come over to Nigeria, tie the knots with the love of their life, that's been in Nigeria all their life or something, and bring them over to the US or UK, especially US and UK. And it's no news. Most social media users, especially those that stays in US and UK, have said it that it is advisable not to marry a lady from Nigeria. Now once they come to US, they change, they become something else. Some of them either start cheating with another man. I mean, I read a story yesterday about a guy who got married when he was 26, barely 26. The lady was 23. They did all the papers and everything. The lady, got there. I think those ones, they even moved from here overseas, and they said the lady switched, became something else. The guy was supposed to be working, and the lady was supposed to the lady was supposed to be working, and the guy was supposed to be schooling. He's got 20 hours to work in a week. I think in UK they do that a lot, and this is a big deal now in Nigeria. So they go to UK together, and the lady will be working, and they have this all planned out before they left Nigeria. So when they get there, the lady will be financing everything, getting more like the breadwinner until the guy finishes. And when the guy is done with school, I think the lady, if she's interested, she can also go back to school. The guy will be working, but when the lady got there, started staying late out, and also stopped giving him money. Now that brings me to the next one, which is the previous one that I was trying to explain to you guys. This man and this lady were spotted on the streets shouting. They were speaking Igbo, so I didn't really understand what they're saying, but I have an idea of what they were trying to say, most of it, right? But it says here, Nigerian woman sent her husband packing after he called the UK police on her because she allegedly threatened to kill him. Guys, I really want us to also talk about these things happening in UK, US. I mean, we've seen some of this happen in Italy and other Greece and other part of the world, but especially UK, US. Is it that the ladies marry those guys because they are already in US? Is there like a selfish reason behind it? I don't understand. But we can't just blame the ladies, because I've seen stories where a lady would help a guy from Nigeria. The guy would get there, become something else as well. So this is not just females. Now we're going to read this, but before we read that, let us watch this video. I think it's important that we watch this video. I mean, these people were making a hell of noise on the streets.
The car is standing on the road, and she squeezed the key out of the driver, and the driver is not moving.
You call police. Why? Why will you call police? Isn't no matter.
Yeah,
I
all of the head.
had to home.
Wait, madam.
Joe,
Madam, you go get.
give me a blast their balloon. Joe, on Sunday.
Charles, Charles, go inside that car. Sit down.
No. Some of you may send an adjunct. Go never joy will only come 2 times. On a go never. Go up, who got the battalion? Go up, who got the battalion? Man, see the performer. You're going to see your number. When you let away, what I'm not, Alex, my wasn't there. Last time I know my last time, let's go. It does don't talk to me. If I'm with it, get out of this place. Get out. You are. You are. And when you get out, when I can't get away, you want me?
The man. I want to attack the man.
Where? Shallow. No, what is now? Where? Shallow, Tony prison. Where you, everyone, don't know. No, we're better. If or I'm not she sent Delhi every will tell me. God, show what? What's in the gym? I dash you 30 pounds yesterday. Yes, in big, I'm showing my man doing, I'm dashing you. And that's how that you will ever tell me. Shall I go tell me? I will give them all to Nakamona. You were well.
I love you. I love you.
Madam.
You came from
Madam,
who knows so? Where's the potential? Get the teacher one. No one needs so much of I don't need for
Madam, people.
I'm going your man. I'm going your man. How did you get? Who did you tell? Yeah. I'm in best sale. Not kidding. Somebody's family.
Madam.
You know? Now, come on.
Madam.
I can't get one yet.
Madam, because
Man, I will expose you. You know me.
Madam, because
You get me by my child by your man and I Nigeria.
Madam, because you can.
Yeah, they go transfer. No, man, me.
When I hear your business.
Why are you here?
When I hear your contract.
What's my happy? Let me for that.
We are taking a record of what is going on. Police have arrived.
Okay, let us read this. Yet to be identified Nigerian couple were the center of attraction in their community in the United Kingdom following a misunderstanding that ensued between them. And take note, we have another report where the lady allegedly cheats on the man. This happened in US. Same thing. The man brought the lady all the way from Nigeria over to US, and the lady he even said that he got gonorrhea from that lady. We don't know if it's true or false, but guys, we're also going to watch that video.
And you come down here and stay here like nothing happened.
Fuck all the girls you fucked.
Nothing happened.
Get out from me.
You come down here like nothing happened.
Get out, please.
You
Get
go and
out.
you fuck your lover. You come down
Get
here.
out.
You entered in this car in my face in front of me, and
Get
you
out.
are talking about nonsense.
Get out from.
It's crazy. But let me continue this one. A source who shared the video report says this man brought his wife from Nigeria to the UK. He trained her in the university so she can obtain a better paying job as they have kids. They recently had an argument and she threatened to kill her husband with a weapon, which led him to call the police. She filmed at his reaction and sent him packing. The man had to invite his friends to assist him with packing his belongings. She was even rude to his friends and their neighbors. This is one of the reasons why some of us don't want to bring a woman from Nigeria to the UK. Her kind are blocking the way for good women in Nigeria that are yet to join their husbands in Western countries. So people are trying to be smart now. You know, I heard someone saying like if they had to bring their wife over to US or their fiance, they will have to sign an agreement. It happened the other way around, where people are also scared to travel overseas to meet their lovers because they are scared that he or she might treat them anyhow. There's just a lot of these stories on social media. Let us talk about the couple who the man claimed cheated on him. and gave him gonorrhea. Yeah, the report says that the man caught the lady. Can you imagine? The man caught the lady with a lover. This is the report. Confronting his wife, identified as Chinenye, for allegedly cheating on him and infecting him with sexually transmitted disease. A source familiar with the incident reports this man has lived in the US for so many years and recently traveled to Nigeria to get married to Chinenye. He brought her over to the US so that they could start a family. He recently discovered that for over a year his wife has been living a dark lifestyle by jumping from one man's bed to another for horizontal tango. According to him, she engages in this act whenever he's at work, especially during his night shifts. He caught her red-handed and confronted her as it became clear where his STD came from. However, he has asked her to leave his house and go reside with any of her numerous lovers before he does anything drastic.
Team, and you come down here and tell you like nothing happened.
Fuck all the girls you fucked.
Nothing happened.
Get out from me.
You come down here like nothing happened.
Get out, please.
You
Get
go and
out.
you fuck your lover. You come down here.
out.
You entered in this car in my face in front of me. And
Get
you
out.
are talking about nonsense.
Get out from me, please.
Telling me to get, tell him to come pick you up. Get the
out.
fuck out of here.
Get
the
out.
fuck out of here,
Get
Chinenye.
out.
Get the
out.
fuck out of here.
Get out.
You're not needed here, Chinenye.
Yo, I don't need you.
Then why are you here?
So get
why
out.
are you here?
Get
Go
out.
fuck your lover, Chinenye.
Yes.
That's what you do.
Get out
every
from me.
day.
Get out from me.
Every day, and you're here. Then you're talking pure
God
nonsense.
forbid. It's your
God forbid what, Chinenye. That's
out.
what you do, Chinenye.
Get out.
And you know.
Get out.
You know.
Get out from me.
Every day.
The young guy didn't go in
Every day. Oh, shut up.
Get out from me.
Don't
Don't hit me. Don't hit me.
Don't hit me. Don't hit me. Who the hell are you to hit me?
Why are you hitting me?
Why are you hitting me? You hit me. You hit me first.
Get out from me.
Take that. You stupid fool. You hit me.
Stupid
you hit me
idiot.
again.
Don't
you
hit me
say.
again.
No, hit me again.
Stupid idiot.
You hit me, I hit you back.
Come on, sister.
You hit me, I hit you back. Hit me, I hit you back.
No, hit me again. Hit me again.
No, you hit me first. You hit me again.
Idiot.
You hit me again.
No, don't
let him go. Tell him to come pick you up.
Don't hit me again.
No, you hit me.
Don't hit me
You're the
again.
one that hitting me.
Don't hit me. You're in my space. Don't hit me again.
Touch me.
Don't hit me again.
Touch me again.
Don't hit me again.
Touch me again.
Don't hit me
No,
again.
you hitting me. You hitting me.
Don't hit me again.
You hitting me.
Leave my hand alone.
I'm not holding your hand.
You're
Don't
hitting
touch
me.
You fool.
Stupid idiot. Stupid idiot. Come
Yeah,
on,
Lord.
fubu.
Oh, you good. We shall see. Come grab that car. Come drive. I don't need you. You are shower. You are shower. I don't need you. You be no more. I don't need you.
Okay, God.
I don't need you. Look at you. I don't need you. That's why I don't need you. You be here begging me to fuck you. You be here begging me to fuck you. Every day that's what you do. You are begging me to fuck you, Chinenye. Whenever you're ready, let me know. I don't want you. I don't want you. Disgusting, Chinenye. You are disgusting. The pussy smell. You are disgusting. You have given me gonorrhea. From fucking banana to fucking
in my space. Get out.
That's what you're doing.
That's only you. You're the only thing you know.
You are saying again. You are fucking hot, Chinenye. That's
yes,
why.
You are.
You fuck everybody you
yes,
see.
You are.
That's
yes,
why
I
you
am.
not. I will not
yes,
let you. I will not let you come by me.
Yes,
close
it's okay.
by me. I don't need
it's
you.
Okay,
I don't
then.
want you.
It's okay. Bye.
You see.
It's
Starting
okay,
for
bye.
tomorrow, it's a new ball game.
Okay, it's a new ball game. Let's see.
Bet me.
Let's see.
You
bet you.
You hit me.
You said bet you.
What did you hit me
You
for?
said bet you.
So I was so curious that I had to like search for this, like what is really going on. Why are women so powerful in UK and maybe US that they can kick their husband out of the house? Because it seems like if once they have an issue, the wife will just call the police and ask them to kick the man out, irrespective of who bought the house. So I was like, what happened? So let us read this. The question is, can a wife kick her husband out of the house in the UK? In reality, if the property is jointly owned, meaning two or more people hold legal title to the property, there is little to stop either owner changing the locks. However, what you cannot do is deprive access to the property by, for example, not giving your spouse keys to the new locks. If you do deprive access to the property, you may find your husband applies to the court for an occupation order to allow them back into the house and the continued use of its facilities. In short, then you cannot simply kick your husband out of the house. Instead, you will need to apply for your own occupation order from the court, which will determine who can occupy the property. We will come on to that in more detail in the next section. But first, what if the husband isn't on the deed? Okay, if your husband is not on the title deeds for the property, you may think you have more scope to remove him from the property without requiring a court order. However, even a spouse who is not on the title deeds, known as a non-entitled spouse, cannot simply be kicked out, as they can also apply for an occupation order from the court. Furthermore, a non-entitled spouse may also have registered matrimonial home rights for the property, meaning they cannot be forced to leave without an occupation order, and you cannot sell the property without them knowing about it. That means everybody have a right to that property as long as you guys are married. So what's this whole thing? You guys need to make me understand, I beg. What's this whole thing about? Once you guys have issues, the wife will ask you to leave. Make it make sense, my people. Alright guys, that's where I'm going to hold it. Thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe. Until we see you next time. Peace.